And hello, all my fellow nerds out there. This is Oracle Nerd Richie, and welcome to Underfell. Now, you guys probably remember when I played a game demo of another version of Underfell. Uh, that's not the same as this one. This is actually created by Darkpale16, the same person who created the Horror Tale AU that I was unfortunately unable to complete because it kept getting stuck in one part. But I wanted to play this version, this little AU thing because I've never actually played. Because I wanted to do more like point and click things on the channel. I want to do more text-based adventures and all that. Uh, and I never really found the chance to because I kept finding really cool games. And also, thankfully, I have a bit of an announcement. You guys remember when I played that game Easter? And I kept getting infuriated on that one part because I only had one earphone. Well, now I have a brand new headset from Christmas that has two earphones that I can finally complete that game for. A little mini game where you have to listen left, right, or center. Uh, but I'm gonna save that for another day. So for now, I want to do more text-based adventures because I thought they're fun. So let's see, rules and disclaimer. This is a fandom game based on 25 Undertale, and Vic the Underfell has created a U for the game of the game Underfell. Yep, customizing. Oh, okay. So yeah. Warnings. Warnings. So these are the warnings for anyone who can't handle any of these. References to monster death, human death, murder, war, implied torture, and player death. So if you can't handle any of these, please do click off the video. But if you are able to handle this, then let's just get into it. Long ago, races ruled over the earth, humans and monsters. One day, war broke out between the two races. After a long battle, the humans were victorious. They sealed the monsters underground magic spell. This is all part of your history class. There are multiple monster kingdoms, although only one in your country, as far as history is aware, and where exactly they are sealed, no one knows. One of the many mysteries lost to time, or rather to war, specifically the Great War, which took its terrible toll on humanity since sealing the monsters centuries ago. Fewer and fewer humans are born with the ability to use magic. The Great War nearly wiped out the rarities that remained, and since the war, no other human has been born with the ability to use magic, which is truly a shame as this world is filled with it. Humanity is helping as best it can be, but it is not an easy transition. What countries remain after the Great War are largely dependent on magic. Switching to an alternative power source has been a struggle. The last humans who use magic are struggling to keep up with demand, and their aging bodies only signal humanity's time limit. You, like most of the population, cannot use magic, but that's okay. You don't need magic. You have something else, something even better. You have you. You fell. You didn't mean to, or maybe you did. It was an accident, you think. Let's just go with the default. You didn't mean to. It was a steep fall, too. The kind of fall where you have the time to actually think about your life before you hit the ground. The kind of fall where you know in the back of your head, you're going to die as soon as you hit the ground. You're going to die. You're going to die. As soon as the dot of yellow beneath you is within reach, you will die. The world is flying by too quickly to see. The only thing in your vision is that spot of yellow that you're hurtling towards. Your body passes through something unseen, and oddly tingly, a brush of vibrating energy. It's like falling through a blanket of electrified mist. It's such a strange sensation that sticks out to you, even as your mind is focused on impending death. Death, that's right. You want to die. You don't want that. You can't die. You simply cannot. You refuse. You will not die. You hit the ground and everything goes black. You okay, sweetheart? You open your... Oh, we can choose the brown, dark brown, light brown, blue, dark blue, light blue, green. Oh god. I'm clicking too fast. I think I'm probably just gonna go with hazel. Hazel seems close to my color. Yeah, hazel eyes. The world is blurry. It takes you several blinks before things come to focus. Your body aches and throbs, but oddly enough, it doesn't hurt too bad. More like waking up from a long sleep in a bad position, or rather the pain you get from falling from. You look up and squint. There's only the barest sliver of light above you. It's so far away that it's hardly visible. What a fall. Are you okay? Yes? No? I don't know. Oh yeah, definitely. Obviously not. I guess I am, considering I survived a fall of like 3 stories. You should probably check yourself out to be sure. Feel around your body and check for broken bones or cuts. To your astonishment, it really seems like you're okay. You somehow fell from a magnificent height and came out unscathed. It's a miracle. Even your clothes are fine, aside from a little dirt. It's amazing. You're amazing. Look at that height. You survived it. You survived. If you can survive that fall, then surely you can survive getting out of here. You're filled with determination. Look at you go. You pat down your striped sweater. It was an your usual look. You liked striped clothes because you obviously could pull it off. It was not your usual look. It was a look. You liked the sweater well enough, although you didn't wear it often enough to call it your look. I'll say it was a look. See, as long as it go past your hips, butt, or hips or butt. I mean, I'm pretty sure both are in like the same level in the body, right? I'll say go past my butt. On the day you wore a pair of leggings, skirt, pair of shorts, sturdy jeans. I'll go sturdy jeans, because if I remember Horror Tale, I died of hypothermia and got stuck in a death loop. Nice boots. Yeah, I'll go with boots. Not the worst outfit to have when you fall inside of a mountain. The sweater was warm and comfy, and your clothes are on the sturdier side. That's right, let's keep focusing on the bright side. Now confident that you are indeed alive, unscathed, and filled with determination, it is time to take a look at where you fell. You landed in a bed of flowers that are grown under the sunlight. They are unlike any flowers you've seen before. They appeared cartoonish with their big petals, their lackadaisical swaying, and the non-existent wind. Then, bending down, you give them a sniff. You notice that they have no smell to them. All you can smell is the cave you're in, which smells like any other cave. Musky and weird. Taking a glance around, you find that the cave walls are smooth. You don't think that can happen naturally. I mean, someone carved these walls into the cave. From that, you infer there's people down here, or at least were at some point. You don't remember any history lessons about Mount Ebot, aside from the superstition surrounding it. It's perfectly normal mountain. You can't recall there being any mining operations set up around the mountain. It was nearly pristine on the outside. So when was this cave carved out? Taking a few steps forward, you were caught off guard when a flower sprouts on the ground in front of you. The flower is unlike any of the others. It is slightly bigger, and most noticeably, it has a face on it. Ah, Flowey. Good old Flowey. Although the face looks badly damaged and the petals are wilted. Flower notices you immediately. Lets out a whimper. Human? What are you doing here? You tell the flower you fell. You point up. Oh no, you should leave. This place isn't safe. You ask the flower what happened to her. The flower winces. I'm not very strong, so the others like to pick on me when they see me. This flower is usually safe to hide. The flower looks at you expectantly. You notice there is a slight tremble to it. It is afraid of you. That's a first. Well, okay, a lot of this is a first. Surviving the fall, meeting a talking flower, having the flower be afraid of you. All this strange enough to make you wonder if you really did die back there. This is all just a weird afterlife. You ask the flower why it's afraid of you. Aren't you going to kill me? The flower asks. Those are the rules of this world. It's kill or be killed down here. Oh, that's rather concerning. Those aren't your rules. You have no intentions of attacking. You can never hurt The cutie. Oh my god, really? I'm not gonna flirt with a flower. You have no intentions of attacking. The flower smiles weakly. Do you know where you are? Don't you realize the danger you're in? You ask the flower to elaborate. You're in Underfell. In this kingdom, it's kill or be killed. That goes double for humans. Every human who's fallen down here has died. Every human? That is definitely a problem. It'd be a shame to survive such a spectacular fall only to die an hour later. You realize this might explain the superstition about Mount Ebot. It is said that any who venture into the mountain do not return. It's such a notorious legend that they no longer send search and rescue parties for those who go missing, because the searchers also go missing. Do they all fall into the mountain to meet the same fate? It's not even a blessing that you survive the fall boat. Most don't, because that means the monsters will get you instead. Flower mumbles. I don't suppose you can climb. You look up to where you fell. You do not think you can climb that, and you tell the flower such. Sorry, human, the flower said. I wish I could help you. I really do, but I can't even help myself. The flower shrinks into itself, hunching over. You give the flower a smile and ensure it'll be okay. Will you? Yep, who knows? Not even a little bit fake it till you make it, right? Kinda wish the fall killed me. Yep. That's right, because you have you. The flower looks up at you, at your smile, and tentatively smiles back at you. I think introductions are in order. Howdy, I'm Flowey. Flowey the flower. Who are you? I am Richie. That's a nice name. Is it your only name? Your face twitched. It is not. You have a nickname. Frisk. Oh, so Frisk is my nickname. That's interesting. It's an embarrassing nickname that only those closest to you know about. It is your online name, so your online buddies call you that instead. It's a funny nickname that you're okay to share. Is your middle name that some people feel obsessed to call you instead of your real name? No idea how you got. I'll go with the online thing. Yeah, the online thing sounds a little bit easier. Probably bounces a bit in place and smiles. That's a funny nickname, but I think your real name is nicer. You thank him. Fly bobs his head. You ask him how you can leave since you can't climb. You'll have to go out the main barrier, said Flowey. Before that, you'll need to escape the ruins. You glanced on the cave. These are ruins? Yes, although it mostly serves as a graveyard now, Flowey said. Up ahead you'll understand. Seems like Flowey knows his way around. You ask Flowey if he could show you the way out. Me? But I'm so weak. I can't protect you, Flower stammers nervously. You reassure Flowey that it's okay, you can protect the both of you. You reassure Flowey it's okay, you can protect yourself. I can protect the both of us. You know what? Because I'm nice. Flowey looks startled. Both of us? You would protect me? Absolutely. I don't know what to say. Flower lowers his head. He falls silent for a minute before he looks back up and offers you a weak smile. You're sure then? Thank you. I want to come with you, although I can't move right now. I'm too weak. I had to use most of my magic to escape. In that case, you'll have to find something to carry Flowey in. He mentioned there were other humans who were before you. Perhaps they might have left something behind when they fell? You don't see anything in your immediate area, so you'll have to look ahead. You tell him you'll be right back. There's only one way forward, so that's the path you take. On the flower bed, you enter a long, dark corridor. There's next to no light, and you find yourself reaching for your phone in your pocket. It doesn't have much charge left, and unsurprisingly, there is no signal. Although finding that it isn't even cracked from the fall immediately fills you with determination. That is some lucky odds for a phone to fall that far and not even get a crack in it. Using your phone light, you make your way down the hallway. It is made of dark, cracked cobblestone. There are numerous fractured lines running across the walls and ceiling. You run your hand along the wall and find that it's roughly crumbly. A pebble frees itself from the wall and falls into your boots. You blink your hazel eyes upon exiting the tunnel. As soon as you step out, torches flare to life inside the large room. It is a wide room with cobblestone walls, decaying pillars. It's not much different than a tunnel, except the dirt floor has many mounds to it. To your right, you see dozens upon dozens of mounds with stone perched upon each of them. It is plainly obvious these are graves. There's a discarded pile of junk in the back corner. Some of it is familiar. You inch closer and you recognize many of the old items, backpacks, an old bicycle, camping gear, and so on. You realize with a sinking feeling that these are items that must have fallen with the other humans. It must not be everything. There are at least 50 graves, and this is a small pile. The monsters likely took what they deemed useful, and the rest was left to rot. You notice a sturdy pet backpack among the pile, the kind designed to carry cats or small dogs around on walks. Small enough to not be burdensome, but big enough that you can fill it with dirt and place Flowey inside. You reluctantly take the bag. You hope the previous owner had a quick death at least. You take the bag. You need it. They don't. Hesitantly take the bag. As weird as it sounds, I'm gonna go with the first one. Yes, let's hope for that. You also notice a small first aid kit. You think it might help Flowey, so you bring it with you. With the backpack and first aid kit in hand, you return to Flowey. The flower monster brings up when he notices you. You're okay? Thank goodness! You smile at him and tell him you have something for him. For me? What? You take out the first aid kit and start to apply it. He flinches at the wipes, but then smiles at you again when you put a bandage on his face. Thank you, human. No one has ever been so nice to me in a very long time. Poor thing. You show Flowey the backpack and ask if he'd be okay to join you this way. Yes, that's perfect. Until I'm strong enough to move around again, it will do nicely. That's good. You're pleased Flowey is happy. Carefully scoop dirt into the backpack and then gently place Flowey inside. His roots tickle your hands as you settle him. You slip the backpack on. It's time to move on. When you re-enter the room with the mounds, you spare another glance at the graves. These are the graves of the humans that died from the fall, Flowey explains. The ruins keeper, Toriel, buries them here. Toriel? Your expression of plain curiosity encouraged Flowey to continue. She's not good. She's kind of crazy. Flowey warily looks around the room. She acts nice to the humans who survive and then kills them. Don't trust her. Unfortunately, the only way out of the ruins is through her house, so we have to sneak by her somehow. Sounds like fun, like a challenge, dangerous, interesting. Sounds dangerous. You have to get through regardless. You linger at the graves. You think they look lonely. You want to offer up a prayer to them. You and Flowey press on. You know what? I can offer a prayer to them. Why not? You linger at the graves. Over 50 humans fell and died here. None of the mountains have names on them. You recall the superstition around Mount Ebot. There are many people who have gone missing. These humans died alone, and their families have never received closure. It was kind of the monsters to bury them. Although judging from the state of the mounds, it looks like that was the only kindness shown. The rocks placed on each grave are caked in dirt. There are no flowers for the deceased, nor names upon their stones. They are as alone in death as they were when they died. You think back to the flowers at the start of your journey. Beautiful, vibrant, and joyfully bright. It is not much, but you head back to the patch of flowers. You take a few. There is not enough to give to each grave. Hopefully the sentiment will be appreciated. You place the flowers at the center of the graveyard. You do not have time to clean each one. You do not know how long your journey will take, and it would be for the best if you tried to make it back out before it gets dark. But you can at least offer your company. You take a seat in front of a row of graves. The wind blows through the cavern. You offer them a prayer of peace, hope, comfort. Your presence alone speaks of your intent. I'd say of hope. You feel gazes on you. They are not unkind. You sit in silence. You are not unnerved by a sensation of being watched. You instinctively know they mean you no harm. There's suddenly an extra weight on your pocket. It is a startling sensation. You reach in the pocket and pull out a gold chain, rose gold, black, white, silver. I'm gonna go with gold. I'm gonna stick with gold. It has a clasp and hook on it, which tells you it belongs as a part of the necklace or locket. Although it looks like it's missing the other piece. It does not belong to you. You have no reason to have such a thing. Where did it come from? The gazes are gone. You look down at the chain and you understand. As you get up, you think you catch an echo of thank you. You and Fly press on. Here we go. Each step into your journey is met with an echo. The halls and caverns of the ruins are massive and empty. The silence is overbearing, if not for your footsteps. You might have gone insane in that silence. Fly does not say a word. You get the feeling that the flower monster is tired. He rests his head on your shoulder as you walk. What feels like 10 minutes go by until Flowey speaks. He says, "Be careful of the discarded traps. These ruins used to have a lot of puzzles and traps, but the last humans that came through here destroyed them. No one has bothered to reset them." You see the first of the destroyed traps in the next room. There is a pit with spikes in it. Oh, scratch that. You see several pits with spikes in them. You peer down each one, although it is too dark to see the bottom and your phone flashlight is not strong enough to compensate. As you progress through the dilapidated structures, you wonder what this place used to be for. It must have been for something before it became ruins, right? You ask Flowey. "I don't know," he admits. "It's always been ruins to me, and I'm too scared to approach the other monsters by myself to ask." You assure Flowey that's okay. Maybe you can figure it out? The walls and floor are made with stone. They are mostly uniform, since the monsters were sealed before the Industrial Revolution, and the only way to obtain that uniformity would mean these stones are carved by magic, which makes sense. This is a monster kingdom and monsters primarily use magic. This place was built into the mountain deep inside, and there are many pillars with odd carvings in them. It might be a monster writing. Monsters and humans shared the surface. They developed one verbal language, used globally, known as Datumche. Each race retained their own language, however, it was no longer common practice. The human language before Datumche, known as Ariel, has largely died out. Do you ask Flowey about the writings? Yes, ask about the writings. No, you do not ask about it. Oh, of course I want to know. You motion to one of the pillars and ask Flowey about the writings. Said Flowey, squinting. "I'm sorry, Richie. I can't read that." "That's okay. Maybe you'll meet a monster who can." You enter another room. To your surprise, you're not alone. Ribbit, croaks a gravelly voice. "Here comes Frogget." "Oh no, a monster!" Flowey's voice cracks with fear. "Run away!" The frog monster is about half your size and twice your weight. It looks like you with beady eyes. You feel something inside you stir. There's a rush of energy, something familiar and intangible. It is a sensation similar to when you were falling in the first place. You feel determination. Your heart pumps into your chest. There is a glow inside of you when it bursts free. Well, yes. "Your soul! It's visible!" You look down at your chest. Yes, there it is. A heart the color of red, blue, purple, pink, green. You know, I'm thinking of green soul. I'm a green soul. I'm a very kind person. That's you. That's your soul, the very culmination of your being. But why do you see it? And why do others? Humans with a soul strong enough to be visible are number one targets in Underfell. Liza nervously. Now that Frogget knows you're one of them, you'll have to kill him to make sure he can't tell anyone else. In this world, kill or be killed. No, those are not the rules you play by. No, there must be another way. Those are not the rules you play by. That's right. There has to be another way. You turn to Froggy, who opens their mouth and lets out a stream of flies. The flies fly erratically at you. Don't let it touch your soul, Fly cries out. You step back, narrowly dodging the flies. They dissipate moments later. You put your phone away to ensure you don't accidentally drop it. The time is now. You feel determination. Here comes Frogget. The room is dimly lit, and the only source of light comes from the flickering torches along the wall. The flames produce such a small amount of light that it's difficult to see small details. It doesn't help that these ruins are made of dark stained stone. It feels like you were in a tomb. Frogget stares at you. Life must be difficult for this monster. At compliment, threaten, ignore. Compliment, of course. Compliment Frogget. Frogget doesn't understand what you're saying, but it's flattered anyways. The monster fidgets in place for a moment before it hops closer to you. Frogget gives you a smile. Here comes Frogget. The room is dimly lit. The only stone. You show Frogget some mercy. You smile back at Frogget. An understanding has been reached. You bid the monster a good day. You head on your way. Why did you do that? You should have killed him. Flowey tells you, worry evident in his tone. If the other monsters know about your soul, you'll be hunted. You tell Flowey you'll be okay. Oh, hey, the ruins are... You're in have flowers now. The flowers aren't alive, but it's interesting to know that there used to be living flowers here. There's no sunlight down here. There's barely any light at all. How did these flowers grow? Magic? Well, it's good magic too. You walk through a room down the next tunnel. Your phone light flickers and dies out as soon as you reach the next room. A glance at your phone tells you that the battery's officially died. Of course. The idea of one day charging your phone feels determination. The next area you enter has more puzzles, although they're sadly broken. Why did the humans destroy the traps and puzzles? Some look dangerous, but others do not. You stare at some of the levers, broken and rusted, and wonder what they were used previously. You're different from the other humans. Why do you care so much about broken puzzles? Why indeed? Another question instead, why do monsters set up puzzles and traps? It seems like that it would make things harder. I don't know, Flowey admits. Not all monsters like puzzles. It's just that the ones that do go pretty hard on them. Does Flowey? Me? Sometimes, I guess. And you? You do not have a chance to answer, as you notice another monster in your way. Although this one's not a frog. The red outlined ghost and a sinister smile on his face. Lines with dry tears down each eye. Here comes Napstablook. Hey, ghost fight! A faint odor of ectoplasm permeates the vicinity. The air feels noticeably colder, as if you stepped into a freezer. You cannot suppress your shiver. Cheer, Napstablook. That worked in the original game, right? You smile patiently at Napstablook. Napstablook's expression changes. His sinister smile slowly recedes. Cheer him again. Tell Napstablook a little joke. His expression changes. He's now frowning. His demeanor shifts. His face brightens to a crimson red and pale white. My voice. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me? Cheer Napstablook one more time. You're sure Napstablook goes forgiven. He mumbles. Oh gee, I usually come here to get away from all the mean monsters and liars. But today I met someone nice. You tell Napstablook you'd think he is nice as well. But I would have killed you, you know. You remind Napstablook that you're alive now, and you smile at him. Napstablook's form quivers and then fades away. That's clear. You must carry on with your journey. You aren't even trying to attack them, he says, his tone dubious. Why would you? Do you not think they'll kill you? It's killer to be killed in this world. The humans before you understood that. Did they really? Of course they did. Humans and monsters, there might be some odd exceptions every now and then, but as a whole, there's no way we can all get along. You disagree. Flowey smiles weakly up at you. I admire your determination, even if it's misplaced. You disagree again. Your determination is what makes you, you. It hasn't led you wrong yet. You don't think monsters and humans can't get along, quite the opposite. You think they can all get along very well. You tell this to Flowey, who gives you a wan smile. The two of you carry on in silence for many more minutes. The path through the ruins is linear, and you do not come across any new monsters. Eventually, you reach your destination. There is a house ahead of you. At the front of the house is a dead tree that is so old and rotted, it's a small wonder it's still standing. The black stone steps leading up to the house are cracked and falling into pieces. The dark paint is peeling on the outside of the house, and the windows are boarded shut. It's a culmination of every horror movie house you've ever encountered. You know you must go through it. You survived the fall, you can survive this. You are filled with determination. Alright, and I think that is a good spot for us to leave it on. So, okay, I did save at a choice earlier, but I'm going to save in slot 2 for now. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason